Hi developers, I'm Banzai, and today I'm going to show how to install, run, and use the Iris Python suite. So let's do it. Here we are on the Open Exchange website. Here we have my application. So we have some spoilers of the application in use. The Banzai chatbot, the global view chart, the Iris Python COVID-19 chart that I made, a crude example, and some explanation. All this I made with the Iris Python native API, and to store, I just use the globals as a data structure on the database. Okay, so this is the topic to install, getting started. We have some prerequisites here. First of all, Git. You need Git, Docker and Docker Compose, and updated version. The latest one should be good. And there is a point here, is you must adjust the Docker settings to up the memory, because my application uses some memories to be built, not to run, but to be built, you will need some memory. You can do it going here in Docker if you are using Mac, okay, preference, and it's already here at 4 gigabytes, okay. So you click in apply and restart, it will restart your Docker service. So don't forget, you need to change the memory settings. And access to a terminal in your environment. So if you are using Windows, the command or the Windows PowerShell. If you are using Linux, just the terminal. And here in Mac, just command space terminal. Good enough. Okay. Installing. Following the instructions, we need to clone the repository. Okay. Let's copy here. And before you start cloning, just check where you are. Okay. And we are at the user's MacBook directory. I will create one direct just for this test. Okay. And here we are. Now we can clone. Okay. If you take a look at the directory, there is another directory, the Iris Python COVID-19. Go inside it, and here we can see some directories, some structure, some Docker Compose files. Okay. The app directory has all the Python scripts. The data directory has all data to be inputted into the Iris. Okay. This is a Docker Compose YAML for Windows and a Docker Compose for the other OSs. The Iris has a Docker file for the Iris database, and I think it's enough for now. Just remember where we are. Now we have the instructions to change the memory and running in Linux and macOS. My case here. This will take a while, but here, as I have in cache all my application and I didn't change anything, it runs so fast. Okay, it can take around 5 or 10 minutes even to download all the dependencies, to build all the libraries. So expect between 3 and 10 minutes to be done. And the next step, Docker Compose up. We can use the -d option to detach the containers, but I want just to show you what will happen here. Okay, so we will start to get some errors on the begin, because even I put the application dependency to the database on Docker Compose until the database starts, we will get some errors. Okay. So now the intersystems are starting, and probably yes, our application starts, and now my chatbot is training the starting training of English probably. Okay. Now it's all okay. Don't trust this number because in the Docker Compose I changed it. Okay. This is a local number. So let's go to this address. Here we are, my application. Let's take a view on how to use each one. Okay. I will start by this one. It's a COVID-19, the first one that I made for this application. It's a graph. You can filter by country. Here we can see all these are made with Dash combined with Plotly. Okay, that's a very interesting graph library. We can change some things. We can zoom. That's a good one. And go back. We can change the y-axis for from linear to logarithm. We can change days after first def to real dates. Okay, this is if all countries has the first def at the same day view, and this one is with this real dates. And we can view the rate or the total def. The rate is the quantity of deaths per 100,000 people. Okay. This is. The another is the global view graph. I input this global inside Iris just to show you a good image here. And it's a computer node with his dependencies. Yes, we have software, hardware. We can filter too here. So we can filter the subscripts. Okay. Hardware, software, and software has OS as a central node. We can OS and Mac OS. Mac OS, everything. We have the config CRUD. It's just a form to persist some information. And here we have the result, and we can check at the iris if you want. Now the pipeline of training the chatbot. Okay, we have these two menus here. Chatbot training data to input some information to train your chatbot. So to make an example, let's talk with the chatbot. Who built you, my friend? Now he is a free spirit here. Okay, but we can change this. We can teach him that he was built from someone. Okay, let me close here. In English, we have 4 languages now. The most complex is the English one. The other ones has smaller training data, so maybe the chatbot should appear crazy to you, but as we input more training data, we can have something like the English. Okay. Who built you? my master is Banzai. Save the data. If I click here, the chatbot application will reload, right? And retrain because I just changed the custom training data here. It will take some seconds, as you see, and now it's training. Hi. Hi. Hey. Oh my God. Let's go through the question. Okay, now he knows, he learned that I'm his master. Okay, so again, we can just reload and change to other languages like Russian. I don't know Russian, so I will copy this one. I think it is Privet. I don't know the right accent. Yeah, he responds Privet to me. And we have in Portuguese too. Oi, como vai você? Hi, how are you doing? Okay. Bem, well. Oh, você fala bem. You speak well. Okay, so if we came back to the global view graph, we can now look at the global of conversations. Okay, I think the name is chatbot conversation. Yes, chatbot conversation. This is the root node. So we have Portuguese, my conversation that I just made now, my Russian conversation, my English conversation. Hi, how are you doing? Who built you? My master is Banzai. And from before, who built you has two different answers here. Okay. So I think it's pretty enough for today. In next video, I will go deeper inside the code, so be prepared. And if you like my application and like this presentation, please vote in my application on the contest. The contests are running till tomorrow. Okay. Good to see you. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.